Hey YouTubers, this is Neil's Coins. Had a couple comments on my last video about Vamworld. Had one comment asked me what a Vam was and all that, and I had mentioned Vamworld several times, so I've decided to do a video about it. In my last video, I showed this coin, which is a top hit list 40. Top 40 Vam, and this one here was the alligator eye. And this website, Vamworld, shows you the different things to look at. And I want to state right off the bat, Vamworld is probably the go-to place for Vams, or for Morgans and peace dollars. And again, nearly all peace dollars and all Morgan dollars have some kind of problem. So they're pretty much all a variety or a Vam. There just are some that are worth more than the others because they're rarer to find, and that's where their values come into play. You got top 100, the hot 50. You got so many others. I'm gonna get set up here. I already got it on Vamworld. I'm gonna get set up and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm back. Alright, first off, if you look, I'm gonna have to freehand this, so bear with me. If you look right here on Vamworld, you got by date. If you click the one by date, it gives you a list of every date, whatever you need to find. So you can pretty much search every one as far as that goes. But the only ones I really care about are these over here. Let me enlarge this screen here. You got the top 100. Click on that, and you got all the top 100s. All these have a little bit more value because they're in the top 100. Let's see here. And there's a lot of 78s. For some reason, there's a lot of 1878s. And you go, and it just keeps going down and so on through the dates. Now if you go back up here and go to the hot 50, it does pretty much the same thing. Starts with 1878 and all the way through. And let's go back, and then you got your hit list 40 right there. Alright, now this coin that I showed, Vam 12 1880S hit list 40. So let's look that coin up. Vam 12 right here, check mark. So what you do is you go on here, click on it. Alright, now, and then it gives the description on, you know, what to look for. But the cool thing is it gives you pictures, and everybody likes pictures. And it shows how the date is. And right here in the O, there's part of the 9 from the previous date of the variety. So what this really is, it's a 80 over a 79. and you see bits and pieces of the 9 and a couple pieces of the 7 left where they overdated the die. And there's other things to look for, like die lines. There's a die line, the line going through there, and then it finally gives you let me back out a little bit. Finally gives you an image of the coin, a couple images of the coin at the bottom. So each one of these, let's go back, each one of these has photographs and all that. Let's go to the top 100 and go to 87p. Alright, here we go. There's the alligator eye. Click on that one. This is the other coin. I had 2 of these. This one's probably the best looking. I like them when they have a little toning like that. Anyway, so we're on Double Liberty and Eagle Eye. Alligator eye, excuse me. So you go down through here and you see the doubling on the word Liberty, and there's the alligator eye. The eyeballs double. That is why it's called alligator eye. And there's some doubling going on in Liberty, the RIB of Liberty. The date, it just shows, just about every one of them has a picture of the date. The dates on coins are shifted. They're never in the same spot. So some of them may say close date, far date, high date or low date, or whatever. And then it gives you a picture of the coin. And I mean, it tells you what to look for. Front eye double, Liberty slightly double, and ear slightly double. First 3 stars are doubled. And it gives you a good description. So if you ever see anything on a coin that's wrong or doubled or anything like that, go to Vamworld. Just don't give any prices. Go to Vamworld, figure out through the pictures, do a little research of what you may have, and you do it by date. Whatever date coin you got, and mint mark, O, P, or S, or D, whatever mint mark you got. And you just have to sit there and research, and then you get lucky sometimes. Like this coin, this one here, I didn't even know it was a hit list 40. I knew something was going on with it. There is a lot of, let's go back to the top 100 here. There's a lot of them, like 80S. So there's several 80S varieties in each one. So I would start by the date of the coin and go from there. Because if you go to the date of the coin, let's go to the alligator eye through this way. You can get to it each way. Alright, it gives you a list of each one. And each one of these that have the blue encapsulators in here, they're a little bit brighter, those are the elite or the valuable ones. It'll say top 100 or hit list or whatever. And see where we were on Vam 12, we were already there. So it's just another way to get back to where you started. But that pretty much sums it up as far as Vamworld, unless you're a piece dollar. Now if you like piece dollars, if you come down here a little lower, sorry if this thing don't focus that well, there's your piece dollar listings. top 50. There's not that many piece dollar varieties. There's well, there is, but valuable ones. There's you know, pin hair, extra earring. There's like a bunch of different listings. Whiskey jaw. There's some weird names here. Broken wing, chain bar. But each one of those is an error on the coin, and then it being rarer than others. Let's see what the elite. I ain't looked at the piece dollars that much because I don't deal with piece dollars that much. I have several, but E-clashed. Now the E-clash stuff is interesting because you can actually see the E from the other side of the coin when it was being minted. The dies struck each other without a coin being in there, so the imprint of each side actually went to the other side of the coin. So the next coin it went in there got a little bit of everything, being that the E, part of the E is on that side of the coin. Just depends on how hard the die struck. Some of them hit really hard and some of them just barely tap, and that's pretty much what that is. There is some examples of Morgans that have an E-clash. Let's see if I can find one real quick. Now that I'm looking for it, I probably won't be able to find it. Clashed E reverse. Let's look at this one and see what it looks like. Right there. Now ain't that neat? That is where the dies, like I said, it struck each other without a coin in it, and it left the impression of the other side of the coin on this side. So there is E on that side of the coin from Liberty. That E is from the word Liberty in the that E right there is on the back of the coin. That is what you're seeing right there. Sorry if my camera skills ain't that great. I'm having to do touchscreen in 2 places. So anyway, that's my little video on Vamworld. I highly recommend it. If you want to look for Vams, it's fun to look. It's just, you know, some people have different things of amusing themselves. So I like looking for Vams. I like hunting for them if I'm at a show. I know what coins, you know, if you get into this enough, you know what coins has what variety or what Vam, and then you just catch up on looking for them, looking for certain dates. And 9 times out of 10, the dealers don't even know what they have. Like this one, he didn't know. I got this one from a dealer named James. I'm not giving the last name. He didn't know it was, of course I didn't tell him when I bought it. And this one, I bought this one from another friend of mine, David. He didn't know what it was, but I didn't tell him also when I purchased it. But anyway, I can ramble. So go to Vamworld, check it out. Please like and subscribe and all that jazz. And thank you for watching this video.